Okay. And in these unexpected things, you get some unexpected options, opinions, ideas, awesomeness, enlightenment, or very, very sad despair. आपके साथ भी हुआ होगा, right? Something good has happened, something bad has happened. So as I'm talking to you, a few minutes back, my entire system got crashed. Okay. It got rebooted. Crashed is not the right word. It got rebooted, and there were so many things. It was like overloaded. And this reminds me of something. And today it will be the topic as well for you. So before I tell you the topic today is called as, let me allow you to give it to you. Oops, sorry. Yeah, so this is the topic for the day today. Okay, it's called as the dumb miracle. Okay, so before you go to the task, I would like to share you a small, beautiful story. How many of you guys know in my story, one point of time, I was captivated in a very small 10 by 12 or 10 by 14 room. And that was the area where I became an urban monk, urban digital monk. Yeah, and I was writing in the name of urban monk only. That's the time when I got my new enlightenment. Remember, always I tell you one thing, that life is not one. Death is only one. Life is every time when you get some new information, new insight, new blessings, new enlightenment, everything starts to look at a different way. You'll have start to live in a different way. Yes or no? These are small positive course correction that happens in our life. So today's story is based out of my life where I had a old broken HP laptop. Okay. How many of you guys know that? Okay. There was an old broken HP laptop. And I have not used that laptop for almost like more than 2.5 years. I've not touched that laptop also. And I thought the laptop is already dead. It is broken. I know it was broken. One part was not working. And it never used to, shut down. It will be always like this. Okay. Because of, the lower part of the screen was like, I think, heated up or something. And it was to make a lot of noise. I mean, if you want to make roti or chapati, usko ulta karke chapati rakho, you'll get a nice puffy bread. Okay, it was that hot. But it was there with me for 2.5 years, and I have not used it. But one day when I started and made it on, amazing thing happened. Okay, first of all, the first thing happened is it switched on, and I remember we had a XP platform there. So when I on the system for the first time, okay, because now there are two handicapped people in that same house. One was me and one was my laptop. So I started. I thought, okay, isko bhi ungli karke dekhte. Did you get my point? Two broken people. One is me, one is the laptop. So I said, okay, now I know how to stand up. Let me also help one more guy. Might be this is a non-living thing, but this buddy was there from 2.5 years. Yes or no? Why not I? So what I did is I switched it on, and this got on. It said hello, ding ding. Okay, and the good thing I remember my password, so it opened. But I'll tell you, I had some realization. I thought, okay, this is a dead guy, but I also learned even being broke, you can be of support. Aha moment. Even being broke, you can support some guy. And these are many things that I learned in this entire process. Are you guys able to see? अगर आपको सीखने की इच्छा है, अगर आपको जानने की इच्छा है, अगर आपको समझने की इच्छा है ना, तो साला एक टूटा हुआ लैपटॉप भी आपको कुछ ना कुछ सिखा के देगी. Yes or no? They say a clock which is not working tells you two correct times, 2 times, right? 2 time घड़ी जो है ना सही साइन दिखाएगी, but you have to be in that time. The next thing that I understand is, even someone makes a mistake, he can be a savior. Look, there was a guy who has left his Wi-Fi on. He has not put the protective, encryption. That's why in my house also, I have left it on. Yeah. Anyone who comes in, free password, le jao. Because he saved my life. It was an open password. I don't think so. He knew also that I was actually using his bandwidth and I was using the laptop. So someone else's mistake was a savior for me. Aha moment. Hannah? There's a beautiful saying. Okay. There was one person, he had a he used to bring water from a long distance. I don't know how many of you guys have heard of this story. And the the thing that he used to bring in, the pot had some holes and it used to leak the water. Okay, every day she used to bring the water up and down. And someone said, "Are you have a hole in your things. Why don't you plug it?" Okay, she just smiled. Might be the water she brought into the house was less, but after a few months or few days, there was beautiful, amazing flowers on the side of the place where she was walking. Moral of the story is, कभी कभी कुछ गलतियां अच्छे होते हैं. Good one, right? See, I'm telling you the same thing from my own mistakes also. The third thing, what happened was, anything which is not working according to you is actually working for someone else. Anything which is not working for you is actually working from someone else. If you look closely, I think 2 years, that laptop was there with me. It was working for somewhere else also. It was there, but I was not using it. I had a resource. I had something, but it was my foolishness. I have not switched it on. Yes or no? There are a lot of books are there with you. There are a lot of resources. A lot of people are there with you. But are you actually getting connected with them? Are you actually taking the right juice out of them? Aha moment. आपके पास बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, बहुत सारे लोग हैं. आप क्या कर सकते हैं उसके साथ में? You have all the everything. So that was another thing which I learned. And I'm sharing you some pointers. Okay, these are certain things. Whatever I'm giving it to you, Dada has done it personally for more than 15-20 years. 15 years to pakka hoga. And then I'm giving it to you. So essentially, I have an unlimited source of such kind of very powerful inspirations here. This is something that I learned about. It is not about how much resources you have. It is about how much resourceful you are that makes a person. Did you see? In 2023, everyone is grabbing something. Kalo free ka kuch bhi mil jaye le lo. Yes or no? Anything. I have seen, I don't want to tell, reputed people fighting for a plastic bag. क्यों? क्योंकि वो free था. Yeah. क्या है यार? Yeah. So the next thing is, I learned that it cannot only connect my past, but it can also give me my present and future if I know how to use the resources. The resources, या तो मैं बैठ के रोता रहूं, यार ये तो टूटा हुआ रिसोर्सेस है, इसको होगा ही नहीं कुछ काम, या तो फिर मैं बैठ के I do something in my present so that I can make a beautiful future out of it. Correct? So either I can repair it, either I can use it, either I can upgrade it, either I can donate it, either I can sell it off. But there is something for every commodity in your life. There is a new future also for you, also for them also. Clear? Did you get my point? And I was more careful because when I understood that this broken guy can talk, I was more careful. I was treating him slowly. This was never closing. No, the laptop is never used to close. So it will be always like this. Oh, crocodile mouth. Have you seen crocodiles? I said, muh khol ke baitha rehta hai. And then I was like more careful. And I treated this with a lot of respect, okay, as an asset. Because I found this new thing is working. Did you see? When you find that things are working, you treat them as an asset, not as a बोझ. आपके घर में भी ना, जिस दिन आप कमाना शुरू करोगे ना, लोग आपको asset बोल के मानेंगे. मेरा देखा हुआ चीज है. Did you get my point? The moment you start serving people, the moment you become of some usefulness, the moment you start earning money, you are no longer a burden to them. You will be an asset. आपका ट्रीटमेंट ही चेंज हो जाएगा. बेटा भूख तो नहीं लगा? बेटा खाना खाएगा क्या? पहले कहाँ थे चाची? Did you get my point? Yes? Do you think this session is getting powerful? And I'll tell you one thing. I used my broken laptop to get my first 3,000 rupees. And I realized a broken is better than a dead. How many of you guys are getting, wow, man, आज का टॉपिक ही बड़ा धांसू है. A broken is better than a dead. Okay? मैं स्लो हो सकता हूँ, but result दे रहा हूँ. Did you get my point? मैं स्लो हो सकता हूँ, मैं बुढ़ा हो सकता हूँ, मैं डम हो सकता हूँ, but result लाके दे रहा हूँ. तो मुंह बंद. I'm not dead yet. Good one. And I tell you, I got this buddy, ye jo half broken HP laptop was there. I was able to talk to, I was able to read from, I was learning many things from this broken buddy. Even a broken buddy can teach you, train you, read you. It depends upon how you use that person. Yes or no? How you use that commodity. Yeah. The next thing that I learned was that it was a miracle I did not know existed. I was ignorant about the transformation. Did you see? What just happened? Whatever I'm shared with you, this was a transformation in disguise. It was a miracle. I never knew that you can make money from a broken guy. You can learn from a broken guy. You talk to a broken guy. Yes or no? आपके घर में भी बहुत सारे सामान पड़े होंगे. काम पे लेके आओ. You will see that it is not OLX. It is, oh wow. It will become wow. The moment you understand your resources, आपके पास बहुत कुछ है. You just need somebody like me, Jam once, to tell you, buddy, you are no longer a goddamn normal guy. You are a Bajrang Bali. Go jump. I'm telling you. So don't underestimate yourself. And all these above points that I've told you, this leads to something, it's like, I understood, it's just a mind, it's just a perspective. आपका देखने का नजरिया क्या है ना, it changes every goddamn thing. The moment you feel that I am bigger than what I am right now, things changes. Yes or no? I think this is the biggest miracle. And today's topic is called as the dumb miracle. How is the topic? Powerful? Good one. So आज के टॉपिक का पहला टास्क आपके पास जो है ना, एक छोटा सा टास्क जाएगा. And what I want you to do is in this task, okay, you can use the chat bar or you can use the other form. How many of you guys have the form? If you do not have the form, you can use the chat bar. Okay. So your task is very simple. Identify one such incident that broke your belief. Now, this was something which broke my belief. Okay. Or any event or any person. Now, with this new perspective, you are a changed person, right? Now I understood the power of having small things, good things, broken things, whatever it is, मैं उसका काम पे ले आऊंगा. Whatever it is. What would be such 10 attributes would you like to share? I shared you some 10 attributes. Are you able to see that? I shared you 10 attributes. What would be your 10 attributes? This might need little more time, I know. So take your time. Take your time. Go ahead. Okay. What are those 10 attributes of this newfound person, newfound article, newfound event, anything that you're doing? First, you identify one thing. Don't identify 10 things. Identify one thing. I identified the broken laptop. You identify one thing and just focus on that and find out what 10 attributes that you can bring that broken guy to a life. Good? Good topic? Now your brain will work. Yeah, go ahead. And by the way, you cannot do the mastery by moving around. You need to sit in a place. You need to sit in concentration. You need to take a pen and paper because 5 minutes of concentration is important. Okay. So if you're joining in from laptop or any other places or devices, please keep it somewhere. 5 minutes bed job. Yeah. Share before they jump, they need to crawl. They need to sit down. So how can you crawl? You cannot jump already when you are in air. You need to sit back. Okay. For you to make it much more easier, first identify any one thing, whether it is a thing, whether it is a being, or whether it is an event. Okay. Thing, being, event. Okay. Then you write 10 attributes of your learning. That can be anything. That can be anything. Go ahead. And people who are watching this on YouTube, okay, if you are traveling around, I think it should better you pause this. You pause the recording here. Or if you are not participating, if you're just listening, it is going to be of no use to you. This is not something that you see. This is not something that you learn, but this is something that you implement. Even if you go for 10 minutes inside the water, you will learn that it is difficult to survive without air. 10 minutes jada ho gaya. If it is like 4 minutes also, So unless and until you immerse inside water, you will never understand that why swimming is important. Yes or no? Like that. So go ahead. Go ahead. Type in 10 attributes. And people who are watching this on YouTube, or Facebook, right now also, there is a total detailed description I have already given. Before even I come here, the description is already there. So if you are watching this on YouTube, please read the description. Or else if you are in Facebook, the mastery also, please read the description. Description has the total understanding of what is the question, what is the task, what are my realizations, and how is the transcendence going to be. Okay. So if you have missed out the topic, don't worry. It is all been given there. All right, so today's session is going to be a little deeper. So we are not going to share the realizations here. We are going to share the realizations inside the Mastery group. Okay. But what I want you to do is, I want you to probably open up for some time. How many of you guys have written at least 3 points? 3 points. Minimum 3 points. No? Yes? 3 and above. Okay, awesome. So what I'm going to do is just open up write down your names. We're going to have around 5 or 6 people. You can share your realization of today's topic. Don't talk about what you have felt, what you have seen, but just the realization of today's topic. What do you feel about it? Okay. So write down your names. Quick. Okay. Write down your names. And we're going to follow the order. And I think you have the powers to unmute as well in like 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Go ahead.
Dada, I had a English course lying for me with me for more than a year, perhaps 2 years, which I was not using. But when I was cleaning my room, I found it, and I thought it is a powerful course. I knew it was a very good case by Dr. K. Nair from Kerala. So I started perusing it. I have not been able to go through the full of it because it has around 22 books. I have been through 4 to 5 books, but at least that changed my way. I had some old things that I have forgotten, some new things to realize, and that gave me a confidence to share it with other people, kids, realizing how to break things out and do it good, and making some people comfortable with very few nuances that they normally use in daily speaking. That's it.
Okay. I have a disclaimer, guys. Okay, whoever is reading English books, please don't compare with the morning copywriting. I'm going to break all the rules. Then please don't curse me. Okay, I'm going to teach you what will make money. I'm not going to teach you grammar. I'm not going to give you rules. I'm going to break all the rules. They are all good, fantastic, all beautiful guys. Hote honge. Hote honge. I respect them. But when you come to copywriting, I'm going to give you some powerful English stuff, which will be breaking all the rules, breaking all the grammar. The moment I broke the grammar, I get more money. If you want to know grammar, there. If you want to know grammar to make money, then come here. Okay? Good.
Dada, I remember your sentence. You're right, I agree. But you're the only right, I don't agree.
Super. It is not mine. It is my elder brother called Parasnath. Good. Next. Quick.
Today's topic is there was a certain incident in my life. So what happened was different things. That's another story. So I learned one step can change your life, and it was a real step. So that made me realize today when I know there's a Siddha sitting inside me. So today I know that you need to believe in yourself. Everything is inside you already. You need to believe in it. So yeah, that's
Good. Good realization. Okay. So mute back. Next person.
So there was an incident while we were in a childhood. The father had taken an initiative, but it failed, and we were miserable in a loan. Now that things are being sorted out, I am a changed person now. I have decided I can do myself something for me and my family and my relatives so that we don't have to go back and remind that episode. Thank you, sir. I am thinking I'm on the right path with this family. Thank you.
Awesome. Good realization. Chalo.
It happens like whenever there is a problem, if something comes out of somewhere which was not being used and somehow it becomes useful, then it becomes the savior. It is the same you shared, and that is also I have experienced. So sometimes even the waste products becomes the gold there. So that is what I realized.
Nice. Next.
In fact, last week I was just cleaning my wardrobe, and I found a beautiful album. Wonderful thing is, to me it's now it's priceless because it has a lot of pics of my younger days. There were people now who are not there, who are not alive, and those things. So it's like and also along with that, I found a couple of things which help me in fitting things at home now. I was planning to buy some things from the market, and when cleaning the wardrobe, I got those things. So I didn't have to, I didn't want to buy. I had something called mouse player. It's slightly it's not a cutting player. It's sharpened. It's called mouse player. So it was like a miracle to me.
What's your realization?
Sorry.
What is your realization?
Realization is you should keep on reviewing the things what you have at least once in 6 months or a year. So it will also help to keep the area tidy and also maybe of use to you.
Okay, good. Thank you. Next.
Dada, today's this realization that broken is better than dead. Many incidents in my life also I have experienced the same. Recent one, I can say that there was this
Okay,
diabetic.
pause.
Please,
You share this as an UCLA video inside the mastery if it is long.
Okay.
Allowed. Okay.
Okay.
Pull this out. I'm making you to practice it out. How do you feel? Let's close it there.
All right. So what I feel is that before this, we did not see these incidences the way we see now, because now I think there is a new me, better than yesterday, emotionally, psychologically. In fact, what you say, Dada, is correct. We can connect every dot, whatever you said. And that is what my realization is, that I am becoming better person every day with all these new topic coming up, and that is hitting me. And this is my self-realization.
Awesome. Nice. Good. Next. Done?
Yeah, I'm there. So my realization is it was related to driving. I used to get scared when I was driving, but very recently I took a car where my friend forgot the key. So I just started. I know driving, but I tried. Due to some eye issues, I used to stop. So what I learned from is the realization of today when I compare to that is, try before you decide that whether you can't or not. But before trying, please practice and learn what to do.
Okay, good. Nice.
So that's my realization.
Okay, so with that, we pause our session today. So what is the transcendence? Like, how do you look into the transcendence part of it? Okay. So when you look into this, you'll understand that every time a new life starts, when the perspective changes, the moment you find that this is something new, after many years, many years, I found out ultimately there is only 3 things which helps to survive in this planet. Okay. If the pocket is healthy, the stomach will be healthy. If the stomach is healthy, only then mind will be healthy. When mind is healthy, then spirituality and all this relationship and beautiful things, international travel, blah, blah, all these things. Okay. Did you get my point? Okay. And this is something that I spoke to somebody yesterday also. He is into deep spirituality, but he is not willing to understand that spirituality के लिए भी आपको बैठना पड़ता है. बैठने के लिए पेट में कुछ होना चाहिए. वो अगरबत्ती लगाने के लिए भी अगरबत्ती के लिए पैसा चाहिए होता है. And for that you need to goddamn go out and do something. And that is not karma. That is something, if you don't do, that is your dharma. You need to help somebody to come out of some problem. In exchange of something, he gives you something, right? Nay, I don't want to ask money. If you don't ask money, then you will be taken for granted. Slavery and serving, both are different things. I can serve you, but I will not be your slave. Did you understand? So that's why I've kept this rule in my copywriting system also. One day you miss it out, you need to buy that 50,000 rupees plus tax. Simple. Okay. And anyone who's closing the deal, 10,000 straight to you. Boom. So what is that? Is it for me or is it for you? You don't want to come, don't come. You want to come, enjoy. If anyone wants to buy the recording part of it, you need to pay for that. Because there is a system process is used. There is an amount of money being used because someone is helping me to give that server, process and all. Is it fair? You come free, fine. But then also I'm using for many other things, internet, Zoom, this, that, all these things that I can bear. Utna main kar sakta hu. But more than that, so did you understand? Serving and slavery, both are different things. So I think this is a good thing for it. So what happens is the moment you understand that the real service is only when you minimize somebody's pain or eliminate somebody's pain or ensure that he's not threatened after this. I think these are the three things you can do in 2023 that will give you money. I don't think so anything else can give you money. That is my perception. I might be wrong, chalega. But isme paisa banata hu. You get my point? Okay. You cannot do spirituality also alone. You need to take people. Prabhupada surrendered to Mr. Birla, Mr. Hunt. Do you know that? Mr. Ford also. The same thing happened with many such kind of people. Big movement. Every matha, every ashram, everything needs a business guy to support. Am I right or goddamn shit I am right? You cannot run the company without business, boss. Khali pet bhajan nahi ho sakta hai. And for that, you need to get together. And this is the movement that I'm doing right now. Indirectly, it is a movement. This is my own freedom movement. Freedom from the clutches of your lower self. That's why now it is like 6 months, 7 months. We have met from the first time in Bangalore, 29th of May, under the same roof. Might be around 25-30 people were there. Who all guys are there in that room? Okay. 153 crores deals that day. Yes or no? 153 crores. And other people are fronting. Dekho, I am a 2 comma club, 1 comma club. Be like a swan. Be like a simple guy. Lungi pehn ke ghumo, lekin Mercedes kharidne ka औकात rakho. Did you get my point? That's what I'm telling you. Be simple, be humble. Yaar, kya flaunt karna hai? Come out of that ego. But you should know that how to treat people, respect people. Transcendence happens when you understand that you might be broken, but tu useless nahi hai. Tu buddha ho gaya hoga. Useless nahi hai. Tu mota ho gaya hoga. Useless nahi hai. Tu patli ho gayi hogi. Useless nahi hai. Yes or no? You still have life. And हमेशा मेरी ये वर्ड याद रखना, तुम जितना भी गाड़ दो मुझे सालो, मुझे पता नहीं कि मैं बीज हूँ. How much ever you put me inside the entire force, I'm going to again sprout out. Look at Prabhupada at the age of 70, 2 heart attack, the biggest empire, bigger than Elon Musk actually. If you had actually promoted this in a nice way, it would be bigger than Elon Musk, right or no? 108 ISKCON temples, man. I'm reading his life story right now. And if you want a copy of it, if anyone wants to copy of it, I do not think so. It is under sale. Ye sale ke liye banani hai. So I have got only around like 2 or 3. I think some of you guys please ask if it is there. Free copies agar hai to hum aapko de denge. Or else I'll guide you to that guy from where you can get it. There is no price tag into this. Can you imagine? There is no price tag into this. The people who have written Veda Puranas, they never said, I am the bestseller author of Rig Veda. Did you get my point? Yeah. Okay. So I think this is the, so rather than having this, why not you read a chapter every day and use your copywriting system to make it much more proliferant and make people aware. अगर ये खरीद नहीं सकते हो तो लिख तो सकते हो. Did you get my point? Copy तो कर सकते हो. Xerox तो मार सकते हो. अरे एक जन Xerox मार लो, सबको दे दो. Every day 1 chapter. Boom. Right? All right. We're going to do that. But did you see the transcendence? You might not be able to afford it right now. You might not be able to do something right now, but doesn't mean that you are dead. Right? And this is a beautiful thing that I learned from my uncle also. He says, if you can't fly, goddamn run. If you can't run, at least walk. If you can't walk, at least crawl. If you can't crawl, drag yourself, but goddamn move. If you can't crawl, at least you ask for help. Then it's beautiful. Go and ask for help. Many times you feel shy. I'm also asking some help. So after this session, I'm going to ask people who are watching this in YouTube, I also need a help. I need you to better to promote milk than promoting alcohol. Yes or no? I want you to promote the milk. This is where the milk is. This is where the good things are. How do you do that? Share this with people out there. And if you want to be in the part of the copywriting system, I'm giving you free access for this entire month now. Okay. Live is free. Recorder is discharged. Only one condition, you miss one day. The next day, you're going to join in with 50,000 plus taxes. Fair? Okay. No chance? Good. So it is not about, see, I'm promoting this because I'm thinking it is better to promote good things than godly things than nonsense things. I can also promote, I can give you 20 hacks to do this. I can give you 3 hacks to this, 15 secrets to make your life from X to Y. Don't you think I can do that? I'll make more money than this. Right? But rather than me doing it, why not we all together do that? Why not we create an ecosystem out of it? And that's why I need your help. You see, ASK, ask and you will be given. Seek and you will find it. Knock and the door is going to be open in front of you. Beautiful, right? So I'm asking it. So what are the kind of people I'm asking? So I'll pause the recording here and then I'll be spending some time with my family here. And if you want to be a part of this powerful family where we don't blame, we don't justify, we don't reason, we don't compare and complain, then probably you connect with somebody here. Are you guys to help someone who is connecting to you guys today? Just give me a high five. Okay. Look at all the people here. You can connect with anyone and everyone. How do you find them? These people are all going to be there in the comment section. Okay. And I want you to write down, all of you guys who are here, I want you to write down, I am ready to help. So I am RH. Okay. I don't know. I'm just making it as an abbreviation. Okay. I am ready to help. Are you guys there? आज help करोगे, कल आपको help मिलेगा. My challenge. Okay. This is Newton's third law. Whatever you give, it's going to come back. If you want to help somebody, not here, not here, not here. Go into YouTube. Go in the YouTube, this session. Okay. And I just want you to write, I am ready to help. And if any questions comes to you, I want you to solve them out. I want you to create all these things. Good. Okay. Happy. So with that, let's pause today's session. And always remember, broken is better than dead. Okay. So with that, let's pause the session and I will see you next day, tomorrow with some powerful next topics.